Yeah. Back and I'm better than ever. I think I got a vendetta. Oh, now they call me, I seen them. All of those times getting severed. I told them all I can let up. They get not tired of me never. Give me a shot and I swear I shoot like Berettas. Yeah, yeah. They getting nervous, I seen it. What I seen, you wouldn't believe it. They said they wanted, I needed it.
Oh. What's up? Oh. Give me 30 seconds. What's going on YouTube? Happy Saturday. Saturday the 26th of July. 1 week and 1 day out of the Sunshine Coast Marathon. I've just completed my last quality marathon session. Done and dusted, as you can tell. I decided to go outside for this one. I normally do my quality work on a motorized treadmill, and for those who are interested, the reason behind that is so I can put in the pace, put in the incline if programmed on that treadmill, and I either do it or I don't. There's no variables, right? But today I just thought, you know what, let's do my last quality workout on the track. I enjoyed it. It was a simple 10k. The workout was a 2k warm-up, 10k at marathon pace, and a 2k cool down, which I'll do in a second. Anthony wants me to try to run, and I want to try and run an average of a 3:31 for my marathon. 3:31 per kilometre, which takes me to about Jake Dearden's marathon time of a 2:28. Now, I just did a 10k at 3:25 per kilometre pace. I apologise, Anthony, it was slightly quicker. 34:08 for the 10k. Oh, sorry. How you doing, E?
How'd you go?
Pretty good. How are you?
1k.
You look good.
Thank you.
3:25 pace, even for another 10k, right? I'm only at halfway for the marathon. So if I'm thinking to myself right here, right now, 3:25 pace for 10k today, all well and good. Slightly above marathon pace for sure. I can see myself trying to hold a 3:31 to a 3:35 right from the get-go next Sunday, and then just see how we go. I said this to one of my mates yesterday. I've got no idea what my legs are going to feel like at the 32k mark. I'll try and hold a 3:31 or around there until the 32k mark, and then I'm just curious to see what happens after that. So yeah, morning done. Average heart rate 153 beats per minute. So if you think about that, that's still in my zone. That's my zone 3. Zone 3. So I wasn't really stretching that much at all. My legs felt as if I was stretching, but heart rate wasn't.
Bouncy AF.
Yeah, these were bouncy AF. Wowzers. Guess what time it is?
Coffee time.
Yeah, boy. Toby, you know me so well. Except
George is not happy.
Like, you know me so well. It's actually more so what you just said then is probably what you're thinking as well.
Oh yeah.
That's why we
Please get us out of here right now.
That's why we
That's why we connect on a
Synergy.
level. Yeah.
synergy.
So good I don't know what to call you. I'm feeling bad for anyone who's ever lost you. Stuck on the feelings, head in the deep end, spend all my...
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good, how are you? How you doing? Eating your oats.
Literally bought oats with him.
Team, this is Julia. Julia, this is Julia is
Julia's
one
a
of
big
our
fan. She watches
best
all our
friends
videos.
on the Sunshine Coast. No, sorry, I should just say best friends in general, not just on the Sunshine Coast.
Yeah, you're only limited to the Sunshine Coast. If we ever leave the Sunshine Coast, done.
And Maddie,
I'm
actually,
joking.
put this in, 'cause then Maddie's going to be jealous.
Oh, Maddie's gonna have the worst photo.
done.
How did you guys meet?
Oh.
Do you
Let's not
remember?
tell the followers.
You probably
that.
don't remember.
We'll just tell the PG version. At a music festival on New Year's Eve, we met in Brisbane, and we were a few drinks deep. And then I started dancing in front of you, and then you girls came up and spoke to you, and then we found out we lived in the same place.
Yeah, so Maddie and I looked at Georgie's back and we were like, oh my gosh, like, look at the back on that chick.
She must be
And then
She must
we've
be a
been best
Hyrox
friends
athlete.
since.
It's true, actually.
Alright, ready for our second session of the day.
Thank you.
Today, my first piece is probably the hardest, but the most simple. It's as simple as holding myself on top of the rings for 20 seconds, 10-second break, holding myself on the bottom of the rings for 20 seconds, 10-second break, times 8. That's the easy part. The easy part. This is the hardest one. Very easy at the start, and it creeps up on you over the sets. Here she is.
Hello.
Oh, there we go. Oh, so that was as simple as 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for 8 minutes. The first interval you're holding at the top of the ring dip for 20 seconds. Second interval, bottom of the ring dip hold. Obviously the point is obviously holding statically for that period of time in those positions. And if you think about those positions, sorry to take my shirt off, but there's a point to it. We're putting a lot of emphasis on our anterior delt here, especially when we're in this dip position. If you think about what we're doing in a Hyrox race and trying to build isolated strength in specific areas of our body, we're in that position quite a lot of the time. Think about it. Push, sled push, we're in this position. Burpees, bang, we're in that position all the time. Wall balls, bang, we're in that position. So we're trying to build strength endurance, anterior delt, and also top of the hold is obviously really good for our just overall stabilizing with our triceps as well. So I'm doing that little session just once a week, just to try and build some strength endurance around my anterior deltoids. I've been counting how many gels I've been having every week, and this was my 26th gel this week. Yeah.
Mm.
Last week I had 27 for the whole week. This is my 26th. So I might just have 2 more just for the sake of building progressively, you know. Always get my gels from thefeed.com.
But that does not take away from a nutritious diet, does it?
No,
it adds. You still need the basis of a nutritious diet.
Do you hear that?
Because there is no nutrients in gels, but they can be good for performance.
When I told Anthony that I wanted to do a marathon straight after Worlds, it was all well and good, and I think we both were on the same page about, I think it's really good to do something like this leading into a season. One of the biggest things from a programming point of view, he's told me, is that due to the fact that I'm pounding the pavement, doing 130 plus Ks per week, if I wasn't still squatting and doing a lot of squats, I could easily lose my strength endurance when it comes to my lower body. So it's been interesting the last 5 weeks. I've upped my kilometers per week to averaging 120, 130. I've upped my, I guess, overall squatting volume per week, and I don't know, just like this week, I do feel as if my legs are as strong as they have ever been over the last 2 or 3 years doing Hyrox, and that's not measured. It's not as if I'm saying like, yes, I've PB'd my 3RM or something. It's just the feeling, and I think it's to do with squatting. I'm squatting 4 days a week now. That's not heavy squats. I'm heavy squatting twice a week, and then I've got 2 other days where I'm doing like wall balls, which is predominantly squats, of course. I'm doing front squats, like dumbbell front squats, or just air squats, or what have you. Like this week, last week I know I squatted 570 odd times throughout the week. I think this week was even more. I think it was above 600. So anyway, to give you some context, they're like running 120, 130K a week. Still trying to progress in my like strength endurance elements when it comes to Hyrox focus movements. And yeah, I feel pretty good about it. I've got some deadlifts to finish off the day, and then I've got another cruisy run this afternoon, but today is just a normal Saturday for us. We'll see you tomorrow for some light recovery in the morning. My mum told me the other day, every time I talk to the camera, I should take my sunglasses off. Thanks, Mum. Thanks for a reminder. Happy Sunday. We're just about to hit some recovery, some well overdue actually. We haven't
Well deserved,
but we haven't had an ice bath and sauna for a while. So we're here at the Reset Sanctuary at Maroochydore, sorry, and they've got everything in terms of recovery. So come on in, because there's no cords.
That's cool.
Oh, true.
That's handy. Hey?
That's
Battery
so much
pack.
more mobile, hey?
Yeah. We've had a few
ones-
others before, but
They're just so clunky because there's so much.
so annoying.
It's a cord, so many cords.
yeah. Check out so 2 saunas here. 2 infrared saunas. They've got the whole and we'll take you there in a second. Ice baths, hot tubs, and then a barrel sauna, like traditional sauna at the back there. So this is the place to be on a Sunday.
Shower before entering the ice bath.
Georgie doesn't want to hop in the ice bath.
She's got it.
She has to.
I'll hop in, guys. I just will complain about it.
You guys are taking this with you.
Whoa.
What are we gonna talk about?
I don't know. Talk about Toby.
Oh.
That's nice. Oh.
It's cold.
Struggled in that.
James didn't want to talk.
Who do you think spoke more in there?
I'm not going to perjure myself.
I think the ratio was 1,000 words to Georgie and 10 for me. I've got a ice bath hack. If your toes are the first thing that go, like throb in the ice bath, try it with socks on. I guarantee you'll last longer.
This is as slow as I'm getting before anyone says anything. Aren't you hopping in the full way? I mean, they're taking the whole thing up.
Can I jump in there, Georgie?
You didn't trust me that was wrong. You thought that was another ice bath.
Because the other day, that was definitely colder than that one.
Loves the bar.
After Hyrox in Hamburg, where's next? Is it Arizona?
It'll be Melbourne in December. So I'll be going from Hamburg and then back home for, I think that's like 8 weeks again, or 9 weeks I think it is. During that period though, I'll be doing the first Deadly Dozen race that is in Brisbane. So I'm excited for that because Deadly Dozen is a different but similar race to Hyrox. A little bit faster and more intense, so I'm excited to do something a little bit different, but in the same realm. But yeah, it's all it's funny. It all comes quickly. Like I can't believe the marathon is only next week. After next week, it'll be like, all right, we've got 8 weeks for the first major in Hamburg. This time last year, it's crazy how fast the years go. Like this time last year, I was starting to prepare for the Amsterdam major. I'd just done the Gold Coast half marathon, and that just feels like yesterday. So things fly, and I think the nature of the sport that I'm in time flies even more because we race, and then it's only another 6 to 8 weeks until the next major race. So yeah, it's exciting. Oh, that's that. Oh, that was so nice. All right, we are ready for our Q&A. Thanks so much for everyone's questions once again. We have got 3 more this week. We're going to start from the first one that I got this morning from Simo.Tosato. Sorry if that's not Tosato. Simo.Tosato on Instagram. How would you manage intensity and preparation in the 4 weeks leading up to a Hyrox? Simo, great question, and I think a lot of people need to understand the difference between intensity and volume, and when to increase intensity and when not to. Your question here is pretty much self-explanatory in my head. Intensity and preparation in the 4 weeks leading up, 4 weeks before a race, is when you do start increasing somewhat race-specific intensity. What that means is compromised running and workouts that involve running into station to running come into play, and you're trying to hold your race pace on these workouts before that 4 weeks. So before that 4 week mark before a race, you're only hitting your race pace in your thresholds, not doing them in compromised running workouts because we're not doing much of that anyway, and making sure you're just continuously treating volume as the priority versus the intensity. The intensity comes 4 weeks out, but you're not doing that every day at all. You're probably only hitting 2 to 3 intense workouts per week. Everything else is a volume-based game. And the pure reason behind that is because the volume, even leading into a race, is more important than the intensity in the first place, because we're doing a race, we're doing a sport that is all about volume rather than intensity. So 4 weeks out is when you do start increasing intensity, increasing a little bit more sport specific, compromised running, etc., but don't lose the sole priority of volume is the main aspect of increasing fitness in the first place. Thank you, Simo. Question number 2. How to lose weight whilst maintaining strength to get better at running. This was from Marcus Allison. How to lose weight whilst maintaining strength to get better at running. Whoa, there's a lot of kind of questions in that question, Marcus. The first thing I say about anything about nutrition is that I'm not a nutritionist. So I can't talk from a medical standpoint or a professional standpoint, not a medical, right? However, in my opinion, and due to what I've done as an athlete and as a coach, I've learned that the only thing, if you do want to lose weight, that you need to look at is calorie in versus calorie out. That's the most important thing. If you're burning more calories than what you're putting in, you will, over time, end up losing weight. However, when it comes to performance here, what you're saying here, Marcus, is you want to lose weight whilst maintaining strength to get better at running. You're trying to do a lot there in the space of one kind of, or in one realm, right? So making sure that your macronutrients are dialed in, so to speak. And what that means is making sure that you're prioritizing your carbohydrates, because that's the most important energy source when it comes to your running and energy output in the first place, even for your strength. Making sure that you've got your proteins down pat, or up to scratch, and you're eating enough protein, because that way you can recover faster, and you're reducing your fat intake, okay? Because at the end of the day, you don't need that fat for energy output in the first first place. Carbs, protein, reducing the fat, but I'll end off once again how I started. I'm not a nutritionist, so I can't really talk more on that apart from my opinion as I just stated. But thank you, Marcus, for the question. I hope that helped even a little bit. Last but not least, question number 3. What do you, this is from Avery Hostein. What do you foresee for the future of Hyrox? I see that Hyrox could potentially become a mainstream sport. What that means in my eyes is it could become a sport on TV. It could become a sport that is spoken about at coffee shops, restaurants, all over the world, because it becoming such a worldwide, global sport, race, way to train, and somewhat way of life as well. So that's more so probably my dream of it. And yeah, look, great, I'm biased, of course I am. That's how I could see it happening, and the actual vision of Hyrox. I think that's what they're probably trying to achieve. I think that's going to take years though. I think it's still years away from it to be becoming mainstream and for other people to, or other fitness and athletes to get involved. But he's hoping that in 2032 it will be in the Olympics, and if that's the case, then it's obviously done very well over the next 6 years. So Avery, that's my thoughts on Hyrox over the next couple of years, and I'd like to know your thoughts, guys. If you think Hyrox is just a fad right now, well then I'd love to get your insights, but I'd love to understand what you're all thinking behind how much or how much further Hyrox could grow as well. We were just talking, we've got Sunday afternoon with no plans, which is exciting. Apart from getting our groceries, as we always do, but yeah, no plans this afternoon, just going to kick back and probably enjoy the sun a little bit somewhere. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next vlog, which potentially could be the Sunshine Coast Marathon.
It will be.
Next Sunday.
And if you've got any questions in the meantime, put it in the comments so we can ponder over it for a few days.
I'd also like to get your opinion on what time you think I will do for my marathon.
Predict it.
I'll even start off by saying that I believe I'm going to do a 2:34 marathon. Over, under, you decide. Thanks for watching. See you next week.
Okay.